You're tuned to the Crackpot. Tell 10 to tell 10, retweet to retweet. We're taking you through the night here. Increase the peace, fight the power. Stay alive. Sorry for the sound quality, if it was jumping, that sound was jumping about there. Tell 10 to tell 10, we're back on the airwaves, The show is going live tonight, across the UK, across Ireland, across the planet, the universe. Come in, any extra ordinary crackpots, any alien life forms out there. Tell 10 to tell 10, retweet to retweet. If only this would start to work a wee bit better, we'd be going tickety boot. Fear we're live in a tin national internet connection. There you go, there's the sound. There you go for the motor. There's the door. The door's open. Just there, the sound effects. We're sitting here, tin-foiled, armoured-plated Skoda. We're bringing you this live broadcast, live as we speak. It's 1:40. You can phone a crackpot the now. On 0141 416 1888 or 0161 298 1025. We've also got a number for Dublin. We're in Dublin as well. We've got an office in Dublin. We've got an office in New York. We've got a number in New York, Manchester, Glasgow and Amsterdam. This crackpot has gone pan global. This is a live internet show. If you're anywhere on the planet, if you're feeling sad, depressed, upset in any way at all, this crackpot is here for you. Nighttime shows for crackpots. If you've got insomnia, amnesia, any kind of illness, disease, if you're as mad as a brush with no heed, if you're dafter than me, then I want you to come on and talk to me. Because I would defy you if you come on here and you say you're dafter and madder than me. There's nobody as daft and as mad and as stupid as me. So you want the numbers for across the planet? We've got numbers where you are. I kid you not. And if I've not got a number for anywhere near we are, just phone any of the numbers and give me a one-ring sting. One on the old Skype. We're bringing you this show through the wonders of technology. This is a crackpot wired to the moon. A live social experiment. Who needs a Truman Show when you've got a crackpot show? Who needs Big Brother? I've been putting my life story across the internet on radio shows that weren't mine, and now I'm sitting here with the grace and will of the one true God, sitting talking to yourself with a wonderful technology. Through Twitter, through social media, through speakers, through Skype, and then boom, we'll bring you this live show. We bring you a tune. If you want a tune, we put a tune on. The only problem I've got is I'm running this show on a 1 gigabyte 1 gigabyte RAM or whatever it is netbook. That's right, not a laptop, not a notebook, but a wee netbook with 1 gigabyte. That's how basic it is. So if you get crackles, if you get interference, then I do beg your pardon. But for what we lack in sound quality, we more than make up for crackpottery. And with Radio Snidey, I've only got one number. Let's roll off the numbers here. If you're in Glasgow and if you're a Celtic fan, or if you're just a half-wit McDougall, anything at all, bring it right on. Call this number 0141 416 1888. If you're in England, Manchester, Madwit, it's 0161 298 1025. If you're in Ireland, if you're in the Free State, If you're in any state at all, any fit state in the Free State, in the 26 or 32 counties, then you can get us on our Dublin office, 01 254 8567. That's Dublin and Bublin. We've got an office in Dublin, 01, that's for Dublin, 254 8567. And our Amsterdam number is 20, the code for ADAM, 894 3243. Now, if you're phoning from Holland, and we've got a good brother there, a good brother over in Holland, I can phone you back, but only if it's a landline. We don't get free calls to mobiles. If you were in Germany or France, then we can phone your mobiles to your heart's content, but for some reason, the Skype and the Dutchy, it ain't happening. Speak to your service provider. The fact I've got a Dutch number, I've managed to wangle that. I'm actually pleading that I'm living in England, Holland and Ireland and Scotland and the USA. So is that 1, 2, 3, 5, we're not any place. In fact, I'm in 2 places in England. I'm in Leeds, which I'm not giving you that number because it's Black Ops, and Manchester. In fact, I might as well give it. You want the Leeds number as well? I'll leave it. Right, so this crackpot is wired to them in here. There's all your numbers. This is a unique social experiment, and I'm asking you to chill out. If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling daft as a brush with no head, then this crackpot here is providing you with an outlet to come on and chat, to talk, to chinwag, to come on and say, here, you half-wit, what are you talking about? This is a live show. Don't take yourself seriously. Like they say in Amsterdam, be yourself. Don't try to be anything fancy because you're crazy enough as you are. Just be yourself. You're crazy enough as you are. So tell 10 to tell 10. This is a late show. A late show at 10 to 2 in the morning. This is an outlet for crackpots who are walking a tightrope of madness. If you think you're doing anything mad, don't. I myself personally suffered through, not as bad as many people have suffered, but having seen family suffering and seen how bad they suffered through one of my aunts and one of my uncles hanged themselves within a year period, just back 4 or 5 years ago. My aunt having to be cut down by her own sister, my mother, in a house that I call Little Island. My mum's shop, my mum's house. That happened just a few years ago. So, and today I met a lovely bunch of people from Belfast, opening a drop-in centre and looking for as much help as they can get. And so I dedicate this show to all the good people in that place there, and God willing, I've not spoke to any of you yet, but hopefully God willing, one of them, the good people, will come on the show later on this week on a wee evening show instead of a late night show. We do shows at all different times. So I just decided to put this wee show out there because you're going to be doing an open all hours at the weekend centre for people to walk in if they're feeling low, bad, sad or upset or whatever. 3 people sadly took their lives in the last few hours, in the last day or two. And it's a sad, shocking indictment of Ireland and the north of Ireland that so many people, young people as well, are taking what is a permanent solution for a temporary problem. That's what it is. It's a temporary problem. But when you seek that permanent solution, then the finality, it's soul destroying, and people around to come to terms, to comprehend. It's a horrible, death is a horrible feeling. When death comes around your family and friends, you know about it because in the pit of your stomach there's this empty feeling that you just an emptiness, a void that is so hard to people who suffer that, who lose a loved one. It's terrible. You know, some people have to go through counselling to get over it and grieve, and it's hard when you lose someone that you love. It's painful. I mean, love, yeah, it's a wonderful emotion, and you love people, and when everything's going fine and well, but then when the time of parting comes, when someone passes away or for whatever other reason, you look how hard it is when you say cheerio to someone when you're just going on a holiday, you're going away to the other end of the world for a break for 3 months, 6 months, and it's hard, you know, saying cheerio to people. So the finality of death, and then if you add that in with someone who has took their life, and it leaves people behind, just to actually see it twice happen to my family, from both my aunt and uncle. My uncle who hung himself because he tried to look after my aunt who had suffered from ME, and the doctors and the NHS had just parked her on whatever drugs that they deemed fitter for her to be on, and my uncle struggled through 16 years of pain and torture trying to help out his wife overcome this ME, and with new age therapies and everything and in between, and finally it was reduced to the NHS, I say, putting her on a group of drugs, not the opium but the one next to it, and just parked her on it, and he was reduced to getting extra tablets from China, buying in tablets from here and everywhere. And sadly, one night, it was actually the night when Rangers get beat by Kaunas, 2008, August the 5th, 2008. The anniversary, 5 years ago, just recently. And then my mum took over looking after my aunt, and my aunt, they said that she would never come off these tablets. My mum went through cold turkey, looked after her in her house, even locked her in the house. It was a case he had to lock her in and fighting. She was holding her back, keeping her in to come off and wean it through, and it was torture. And my mum did it. She did it. Within 9-10 months, what doctors said was impossible, my mum achieved. My mum achieved it. But the pressure was so much and the toll was so much at my mum. And then my cousins, who were totally distraught at losing their father, and my mum being so helpful and stepping in to look after their mum, because they were coming to terms with the fact that their father had killed himself, and the mum was the problem, and the mum was to blame, and they, you know, the feelings that they had, they were unable to help look after their mum after, you know, if you analyse it now in the cold light of day after all these years, and they probably still sit there analysing it, the leftover what happened, you know. In the cold light of day, you know, they've looked at their mum probably in a bad way in the last few months of her life, sadly, because, you know, in a sad way that she'd helped contribute, that her husband had killed himself, that he found that, you know, he couldn't go on. And I faced moments like that myself, and I think everybody, I don't think anyone who commits suicide is alone, that probably the majority of people at some point have maybe thought, maybe not to the degree that they would actually go and do it or get to the point that they would do anywhere close to it, but some people, or a lot of people, anybody who experiences a loss, a death, something tragic, you know, you contemplate death, and you do it when you're on your own. You know, that's the time when a lot of people contemplate death, when it's faced upon them, thrust them, facing death in the last minute. They turn out and call and say, God, help me. Even atheists have been known to say, God, help me, and they're facing the death, you know. And so when you, in your own silent moments, when you're facing, you know, when the stillness that you don't get in your heart, and you're upset and full of other problems, and then people take the most, to say what I call it, a permanent solution for a temporary problem. And people take that, well, in one way it's the most selfish action known to man and woman, I would say. And it's the most courageous action, because selfish is that, in the fact that, well, you really don't understand. If you do that, then the damage that you leave behind, when you see it in your family, I mean, for me, I can never do anything like that now because of what happened in my family and seeing it, because the devastation, and that's the point I'm trying to just put across now, that the devastation. So if you're getting to a point like that, then the most important point is to speak. Don't hold it back. And it's easier saying that than doing it, because when you really don't want to talk to anybody, you really don't want to talk to anybody. So the hardest thing is to speak. And that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You have to speak. So, and it also coincided with the fact that I'm really, well, I said at the weekend there just prior to, I was going to take a break from the shows, but everything had seemed to be aligned into taking a break and going away for a few weeks to do something that I've been meaning to do and get sorted in my life, but I never managed to get it sorted because I never got, anyway, cut a long story short, it's not important, I'll explain it another time, but that part didn't happen. It's been put off just for another month, so basically we're running with the show, and I can't remember whose retweet it was, but someone who had retweeted a lovely group called, and I'll get it right, is it the Ohana Centre, meaning family centre, and a drop-in centre, and I've seen that, and obviously because of my experience and what I've just relayed to you, and I've asked them to come up, well, like I do, see someone that's interested, and then, you know. Oh, thanks for the retweet, Saint Save Life and Sue White. Sue, I could always rely on Sue when I put the message out. Sue, thanks for following, Saints, and hopefully get a few followers today, Saints, and then God willing, keep building it as well. I can see a few friends who are on there following you from me. That's good. So it's the Ohana Centre, 4 women. And that's the thing that got me when I just seen that back there. I mean, it's a wonderful power of social media. You know, someone can retweet something, and 4 women have vowed to shave their heads to raise enough funds for an out-of-hours drop-in counselling centre accessible to all. Follow them on their journey. So with that, it's just 160 characters less. Then it gives a wee link to a website, not a website, but the Facebook page, which in turn gives more information. Hair grows back, suicide doesn't. Suneen Kelly. Ladies' head shave and men's body wax, suicide sponsorship. Help Saints save lives. Join maybe. Events. Right. I'm scared to join it because I'm hopeless at committing. I'm a hopeless committer. As for the body hair, right, let's see, is this light here? I'm sitting in my tin-foiled armour-plated Skoda, right, but luckily it's at 1 in the morning. 3 minutes to thing me. So let me see. Hold on. I'll be looking for men to do a body wax, chest and legs, and it'll all be good crack. You're having a feckin' laugh, and I'm sorry for the language. There is no way, right, having hair removed from my chest and legs is good crack. Suppose I could shave it. I could shave it. You could shave it, but I'm just thinking you're talking about putting that shit, that stuff that you put on the wax and stuff, and you pull it off and go, wah! No, I can't go for that. I'll shave my head. Yeah, it's not a problem. I either go between 2 extremities. I either cut a boot looking like an extra out of, David Bellamy, so get a wee bit of a growth. What's kind of shadow? A 5 o'clock shadow, a 3 o'clock shadow, a 9 o'clock shadow, whatever. Well, normally mine goes from a shadow to a full growth. But then when I get bored, just shave it off. So, yeah, everything, just shave it, bun it off. And then I'm just pure bald, eyeballed, but then it grows back in. I like it. I like just the easiness of just letting it grow, and then boom, just shave it, it's gone. So what day we go for? Friday the 27th, 6 o'clock, and Friday the 27th, go for a shave. I think I need to shave this before then. How long is that? We get a month. It's going to be some mop of hair I have got. I need a shave before then, so I think I should go for a wee shave in preparation. If you need me to shave my eyebrows, I can shave my eyebrows as well if you want. And my beard, so my beard and my hair. I'm not shaving my legs. There's no way. I don't care if it's winter and nobody will see my legs. There's just no way I'm shaving legs. And there's no way I'm shaving my fucking thing we get to. I'd love to, but there's no way. I'll shave my head, shave my arms, but I'm no. Oh. For charity, fundraising. Who wants? Is it fundraising? Is it? Right. If I have to do it for fundraising, then I will. Right. Who wants me to do it? Answers in a postcard. If you want to see all my hair, what will I do with it? Oh, no. How can people shave their hair? And hairs, if you get hair on your thing, then you're meant to keep it. I mean, what about all these back-sacking crackpots? I ain't a back-sacking crackpot. I'm just an ordinary plain Joe Schmo crackpot with hairs that grow. I mean, as you get older, they start growing in your wee orifices of your ear and all that, and obviously they need to be clucked and flucked and taken out and whatever needs to be done, but I mean, I'm just hardcore. I'm just a wee even pulling one hair out, it's a pain. You want to pull them all out? Dear God. What about like Duncan Goodshoe? Right, if I'm doing it solidarity, and then there's got to be brothers on my timeline are doing it as well. Everybody, hair off day, and respect to the good people. Let's get some fundraising going. Right, I'm in it to win it, but there's no way might shave my legs. Oh, that's no right. It's just no right. It's good, but it's not right. It's good, but it's not right. Catchphrase, is it catchphrase? My catchphrase is move any mountain. Increase the peace, fight the power, tell 10 to tell 10, don't commit suicide, talk to a crackpot, talk to anyone at all. It ain't worth it, it just ain't worth it. Put a smile on somebody's face. To save one life is to save the whole of humanity. So anyone at all, if anyone ever wants a show, anyone, the numbers are there for you to phone at any time. Can't always guarantee I'll answer, but if you want an answer, the best way to do it is through Twitter. Put a message on Twitter, then I will respond. Say, crackpot, I need a chat. We'll put a live show, we'll get a conference going down, we'll get other crackpots. A problem shared is a problem solved. Move any mountain. This is going out for people tonight who want to help other people. God bless, and thanks for inspiring crackpots. Inspire others to do good. Enjoin good and forbid the bad. Right. You heard of these mad people? They're called the Shaman, and they move mountains. They can move any mountain. And so can you. Just keep the faith.
Know that any mountain is capable of moving. The shaman of the new generation will prove it. You can be racing, changing motion, flowing like a river into the ocean. Better get yourself ready for the next transition, cause the time is right for a new vibration. My vision, one nation, one tribe. One day will come the might to move any mountain. Tall, ascending, I stand so high. Earth below me, revolving above the sky. I feel no fear to be here is oh so fine, shining brightly like sunlight inside my mind. I can move any mountain. I can move any mountain. I can move any mountain.
Yes, you can move any mountain. Call a crackpot if you think you're hard enough. Call a crackpot. My bark is worse than my bike. My bike. I've got the bike and the loving cup. Yes, we done a deal with Craigie White. We've got the bike and the loving cup. But my bark is worse than my bite. Yes, I'm just a little pussy actually. I ain't no soup dog. Or soup lion. I ain't no soup or anything. I ain't no snoop or soup. I'm just a dafty, yes. It's fess up time, it's confession time. I'm just a dafty. You can't beat them, join them. Yeah, I've been going by on many hours sleep, not enough hours sleep last night, so I've had at various intervals today, espresso, and so as we've sat here in this motor for a couple of hours now, there's no espresso happening. I'm too far away for the espresso tonight. I've got a choice of hitting another espresso or hitting the sack. And I've not got any jumpers on. It's starting to get a wee bit chilly out here. As well as getting chilly. That's me starting to yawn. I was just doing a wee quick show here. A wee quick show to say we're back, yes. The alignment of the stars being in correct position so that I could do the Joe Latoff for a few weeks. Everything wasn't as lined up as I thought. I'm not that much of a toxic asset enough yet for the banking cabal, but it's coming, it's getting there, I'm close to it. As in terms of how long, and how long is a piece of string, we're in centimetre territory. We're on first and goal, scratch that, we are third and inches on the goal line, we just have to convert. Yes, the new American football season has started. So, are you an American football person? Are you a Major League Baseball? Are you a soccer fan? Tennis? All these sports are organised distraction. Distraction to keep you away from the status quo of sorting out what's happening with the system and how we can overthrow the status quo, how we can change society for everyone for the better. If only we would stop playing useless games on Xboxes, PlayStations, watching mindless, numbing, spirit-crushing game shows and buying useless pieces of plastic, wasting our times with organised distraction, sitting there watching the Idiot's Lantern, when you could be sitting there listening to a crackpot on the radio and putting you exciting ideas into your head for you to experiment with. Yes, I'm not asking you to accept anything I say. I'm asking you to question everything, including what I say. Question. Why is this crackpot sitting here free of charge out the goodness of his madness, sitting there talking flannel juice and gibberish? Why? He's seriously mentally deranged. Yes, cha-ching, cha-check. How's he not been arrested and put in the pokey? Cha-ching, I've not got a Scooby either. But hey, when it's good to go, it's good to go. I've obviously... In fact, I know why. I can tell you why now, categorically. For a while I thought I was an enemy of the state, but that was me just suffering delusions of paranoid crackpottery. Yes, I still suffer from paranoid crackpottery, delusions of half-wittery. That is me. However, I think I became something of an asset. Yes, I'm a toxic asset and something of an asset to some half-wit in some society or black ops, secret society, establishment, clique. I think I've been some sort of asset because I've been past numbers from, I think, CIA, MI6 informants, crackpots, top level hocus pocus, polis and whatever have passed me numbers. And the guys have been journalists, even football players, people kidding on their football players have passed me numbers. I kid you not. I would put a football player, one of the football players could have been a Mossad. And we're not talking about Behram Kayal. He might as well go and work for Mossad for all as good he's going to do for us this season. I think he's out of favour there. He pulled a sick note. Did you see the discuss with Lenny? It was as if it's to say, off, go to this club quick enough because we ain't playing you at all. And to be fair, the whole Celtic team needs cleared out. The majority. I would keep two commons. Alright, maybe 3, 4 and expansion. At the push, maybe 5, 6. But definitely no 11. There's 11 players in that team. It's no good. 5, 6, 9, 10 of them are just no good. But anyway, the shows that I'll be doing, and this is just a message going out, asking anybody to phone if they want, anybody to get problems. Somebody's phoned, I've got a phone call coming through. I keep missing it, I've got the silence off. Oh my goodness. Right, but the shows that I'll be doing during the week will be now consumer-based programmes. Consumer, what do you call these? Magazine type, consuming... Like the people who are suffering from suicide on Suicide Watch, the people who are doing the charity, then we're going to be getting Gamblers Anonymous. We've been doing a lot of stuff, phoning. Did anybody see the medical documentary about medical marijuana over in the USA, Denver? Wonderful numbers there. We need to get hot on the case with him. Anyone, and then all different medicinal for cures for cancer, various stuff like that. This is the new, if the USA is going that way, there are actually people there that can get a drink, just not alcohol, but looks like an alcohol pop's different, but a drink which has got cannabis in it, but you don't have to smoke it. And it's given as a medicinal way. They're actually experimenting with different strains to, as it, the person who was on the show, if anyone listened to it, someone's on the show, they can develop a strain where the THC content is minimal, where the head rush buzz is minimal, but the cannabinoid, or whatever it's called, cannabal, I can never say that bit right, but the part there that can help illnesses such as cancer and other ailments and illnesses, that can be brought out, so the person won't sit there stoned out their dial and capable of doing anything. That won't happen, but they'll have a part that will attack the part that's attacking them, the illness, disease, infliction. Then the cannabis is able to counteract that and jam it. It's a herb, it's a plant. Why should people suffering from MS in this country, why not just giving it straight? Here, there you go, have a bag of grass, smoke yourself silly. Except you're not going to smoke yourself silly when you've got MS. You'll smoke yourself straight. You'll smoke yourself out of the shakes. And surely, how cruel a system is it that people who are suffering from stuff can't go and tap into something that is just a herb, that is a plant. A plant is a plant. A plant is a plant is a plant is a plant. I ain't no plant for no Rothschild banking cabal. I ain't no plant for no politicians. I'm just a sole trader. I'm just a sole toxic ass, mad as a daft as a brush with nae heed, crackpot McDougall, sitting as an ex-taxi driver, wired to the moon, with a Spreaker Skype set up with a mad net boot, ripping off the Wi-Fi, talking to madder bastards, because if I'm crazy as a bastard with nae heed, I'm mad as a brush with nae heed, then what does that put yous? Ha ha, ha ha, you dumb schmucks. See, I've got yous. You think yous are smarter than me. But what yous doing listening to half of it? Well, this is Blue Monday, that's all I can say. Blue Monday, there's somebody here I need to go and phone. Somebody's phoned in. Yeah, but we're having a Blue Monday. We know two a Blue Monday. If you're feeling blue, if you're feeling sad, this crackpot is here for you. Don't be blue, I'm here for you. I ain't green, I ain't white, I'm Tommy Gold. I spoke to Mr. Green off air, spoke to Mr. White on air. It's caused me a lot of problems. It's caused me to be sitting here talking to yous. And hey, he's no mad. He's an entrepreneur, don't you know? Billionaire. Yes, I'm a penniless billionaire. In comparison to the rest of the planet, I'm a real billionaire because everything's relative. People starving in Ethiopia, Africa, Asia Minor, Asia in the middle, Asia out east, everywhere. People are suffering. South America. How does it feel? Blue Monday. I want a Blue Monday for the Rothschild banking cabal. Nobody else feel blue. Everybody feel happy. Put a smile on your dial. The crackpot's here. I ain't going anywhere, and we're still making a movie. How does it feel? Tell me, Bernie, how does it feel, Bernie boy? Come on, Bernie, tell us. How does it feel to be a crackpot? Don't feel sad, don't be mistaken. This crackpot is here for you.
Do I feel? Tell me now, how do I feel? Those who came before me lived through their vocations, from the past until completion. They'll turn away no more, and I still find it so hard to say what I need to say, but I'm quite sure that you'll tell me just how I should feel today. But if it wasn't for your misfortune, I'd be a heavenly person today. And I thought I was mistaken, and I thought I heard you speak. Tell me, how do I feel? Tell me now, how should I feel? Now I stand here waiting.
Yes, I sit here waiting. I've got somebody's phone through. We're going to phone back in a minute. Well, it's no somebody phoning. It's Edo. It's Edo left a message, but we're going to phone him. He can't come on here, leave a message and no phone. Get me under false pretense like that. Right, you're back with a crackpot here. Tell 10 to tell 10, retweet to retweet. We're back on the airwaves. And it never even went anywhere. Yes. And it's amazing how little things can change. I did have the intention to take the break, honestly. It wasn't no crackpot BS, publicity, PR, nonsense, jazz, anything like that. I can assure you 100%. I can show Parrot, if you want Parrot verification, it's there. The letter I got delaying the inevitable that I've been waiting on, and happily waiting on now, happily. I'm ready to move on and go forth and be a crackpot to other lands. So we're just waiting to tie up some loose ends, but it's been delayed, but never mind, c'est la vie. These things are meant to test us, but it's no testing me. I'm having a time of my life. Ever since I turned 40, I made a call to Craigie Boy White. A spectacular success I had just days before that against the Rothschild banking cabal. And then the Craigie Boy White. So turning 40 is the new billionaire status. When you get to 40, then you realise you don't even make money. You've just got that much there coming through. If you look here in the West, we've got clean water. We can go to a hospital and get fixed up without paying any cash. Just walk in here. This has happened, that's happened. You'll get treated, somebody will look after you. Oh, come on, look down here, stay. You need some money, there you go, we'll send it through. And in fact, you don't even need to go and pick it up or collect it, just go and tap, and you can pay what you want, and there you go. Water's on tap, cash on tap, food. Here you don't even need to go out the door, it can get delivered to you. You can just be a total recluse. Everything just delivered to your house. Boom. Wonderful technology, isn't it? Until you realise that at the same time, the same very second, right now, somewhere, someone is dying of an illness, of a disease, of an affliction that what we can treat here in Western countries, but in Africa, Asia, wherever, people die of illnesses, diseases and starvation. It's no right. So in comparison to the majority, when 3 billion people live in less than $1 a day, 3 billion people don't have fresh, clean water, then that's where the phrase penniless billionaires. So if you're sitting here without a pot to piss in, everything's relative. The fact that we've got fresh, clean water, and well, in this country nobody's been shooting at us, and we're not at war, so we're in a peaceful country. That has to be applauded. I mean, the country and the military junta at the top are no peaceful there. I mean, that's beside the point. I mean, the people who run Britain and the USA and GB and all that, I mean, they're just a separate subspecies that are, I don't know what planet they're from, but certainly it's not a place where I was reared anyway, wherever they're from. These knuckle-dragging Neanderthals, these reptilian half-breeds with, I don't know, whatever species, but they ain't proper humans, I can tell you that. And they're spreading an evilness, a virus, a cancer, and cancer as well. Every disease and illness has got a cure. Why are we not getting the fullness of the cure of cancer? Probably got a cure for every form of cancer there, and they'd hold it back. Yes, I can say something like that. I'm a crackpot. How can I say something as crazy as that? How crazy a statement is that? Well, no really. Right, I'll give you the case, the evidence against the system. That if they were, this is the capitalist system, this is the multinational drugs corporations, okay? That if they were to hold a cure for cancer right now, they would not give it to the public, because the whole system of medicine just now is not about curing illnesses or diseases like cancer and AIDS. It's about managing them and a microcosm, someone who's got to just to deal with this sick system. And in my view, that doesn't fix anyone, it just perpetuates a problem. Cures it? No, it doesn't. It just manages it and brings it along later on with another illness, with another side effect, instead of getting to the root of the issue. It's like Chinese medicine. They give you, you go there for eczema, and they give you potions that you mix up with water, a specific way to take it. And it affects you internally. It hits your internal. And then they give you a cream. What do they do here for eczema? They just give you a cream. And sure, when you put the cream on, the itch will stop. The flakes or the badness of the skin goes away. But you've only superficially treated it. Because the problem is not the skin. The skin replaces itself naturally. Whether you scratch it or not, you scratch it, and then the dead skin goes away and is replaced. It does it naturally. The skin is replaced naturally. We don't see it. People who've got skin disease, eczema, psoriasis, they scratch it off, their skin's dying, the skin falls off. But then you go there and they give you something with steroids, and it gives you other illnesses that cause you other problems. But they don't get to the root of why someone who's got eczema or someone whose blood is boiling inside and has to be cooled, and the medicine to give you that cooling of the blood to stop you from scratching is given in the Chinese medicine, and that attacks the problem from the inside. So there's a problem severely with Western medicine, with what they call conventional medicine, Western medicine, modern medicine, medicine by the multinational drug banking cartels, paid and bought for, run by your capitalist system. And how evil and totalitarian and awful are these drugs companies? I'll tell you how bad they are. South Africa wanted to produce its own antiretroviral drugs to help combat the effects of AIDS. Sub-Saharan African male life expectancy is 33-year-old. That's gone back to 200-year-old levels of what it used to be in this country. Here it's 70 or 83 or 60 if you live in Shettleston or Possil or areas of high deprivation in Glasgow. Right? Probably lucky to get to 40, 50. Certainly I know a lot of people died in their teens and whatever, so I'm very fortunate. That's why I've retired at 41. I've retired because I've hit my zenith here. There's people dying all about the place with illnesses and stuff. I've had enough. I'm sitting back watching the world kicking by now. I ain't kicking by nothing. I'm just sitting here chilled. Go away, capitalist system. I ain't working for you no more. I've dropped well out. Yes, dropped me right out. Turned me off. I'm finished. I'm just sitting here commentating with flannel juice and gibberish. I'm talking to my friends, my brothers and sisters. I like to put smiles in people's faces instead of putting coins in the capitalist banksters' pockets. Shove up the Bakey Rothschild, you bastards. Sorry for the language. Illegitimate, a lot of them. Right, where were we? We taking a break? Are we putting another tune on? Are you listening to Crackpot? Right, don't listen to me. Well, if you want, listen to me if you want. Who am I to say? I ain't no Gerald Ratner. Listen to me if you want. If you find me funny, I'm using batter in. Laugh away. If no, just laugh at me. Yes, I'm a dafty. I'm a dafty. Just laugh at me. Roll up, roll up. Just kid on your throw, man. They custard pies right in my face. Slack. Oops, nearly dropped the flecking. Thank you. Right, there we go. Right, scratchy and nicey. Right, so scratchy and nicey. So the Western drugs companies, what they did, South Africa wanted to produce their own antiretroviral drugs to combat against AIDS, HIV. These multinational drugs corporations, companies, took the South African government to court to prevent it from saving people's lives, to prevent it from making these drugs that would help their own people. The reason why South Africa wanted to produce these and break the patent law for these drugs was because South Africa could not afford, with so many people suffering from HIV/AIDS, could not afford the expensive prices that Western drugs companies was charging. So they, with the debt burden that they've already got placed on it anyway, were told that no, because you owe us so much money anyway, an illegal debt that has already been paid, I mean, this is beside the point, a debt that some countries like Nigeria can borrow 30 billion. They pay 30 billion back, and because of structural adjustment loans, they still owe 30, 40 billion. How does that work? They've already paid the original loan, they owe more than double. You're having a laugh, aren't you? So that's what they did to South Africa. Said, no, you can't get these drugs. So they said, well, okay, what's the chemical formula? We've got scientists, we'll make them up ourselves. Boom, we'll save our own people instead of paying you this exorbitant fee. People might say, well, they've paid the patent for it and they should get to code it and control it. Well, when people are dying, and yet the Western drugs companies, the companies only put profit before people. Profit before people. That's the Western drugs philosophy, the capitalist system. Capitalist system. Why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you about a capitalist system, a drug system that does not care for people, that puts profit before people? The South African government had to go to court. There was an injunction placed against it. There was a court battle by Pfizer, Glaxo, whatever bastards, illegitimise of the drugs cartel. Yes, drugs cartel. Not illegal, but these ones are legal. Well, they say they're legal, but they're still causing problems and illnesses and side effects to people with the doctors say, oh, here, have these drugs, and it causes problems. With the doctor who parked these drugs on my auntie and left her there to rot, that caused the suicide of my auntie. So these bastards in the NHS. So do you think I've got any faith in the NHS? No, I'm just mad, paranoid, obsessed, crazy Tommy who rejects anything that seems crazy or bad. Just for my sanity, I don't want to take part in the capitalist system. Why? Because by me buying a useless piece of plastic, it helps contribute to the suffering of some poor person at the other end of the planet who's helped to make that worthless piece of good. The science of exploitation is in numbers. How they can make something or someone to sit there for an hour, make 10 pieces of clobber, shoes, whatever, and then sell it on, and the person only gets $1 for that work, and everything there cost, well, say they made 10 pairs of trainers and Nike Jordans at 100 bangers. That's £1,000, and it's only cost £1. That's the science of exploitation. That's, there you go. And people are dying as a result because they can't afford food, can't afford the education. The countries are bankrupt because of the effects of the World Bank and IMF, and they're told they can't afford drugs or they can't afford this. Look how it happens in this country when you see, oh, they can't afford this drug or that drug for cancer. Young kids, like little wee Oscar and other people have to go to other countries, pay for all this treatment. And we're supposed to have an NHS for all. Yeah, I bet you if you've got the 300,000, boom, no problem. You're there, you're first in the queue. Or private, there we go, we want this for wee Tarquin. We've got 500,000, cured his cancer. Yeah, we've got 1 million. Shh, don't tell her. But you imagine it came out. They've got a cure for this cancer, that cancer, that cancer, but you just had to pay 1 million for it, and that was you. Hey? Do you think that's not happening now? I bet you're betting dollar. If I'm just a mad conspiracy, yeah, of course I am. I'm just making it up, right? But I'm pretty sure. You just have to look to that dirty, lousy one who was working under Bush. How he never dropped dead with a heart attack with all his stuff, and he's still kicking about. He had cancer, he had this and that, and he's still walking about as if he's walking, talking. He's almost Fred Astaire, dancing about with all the money for Halliburton. Old Dick Cheney. He's wired to the moon. He's had more heart bypasses than it's what he's sitting there with all record bypasses. He's had cancer, he's had strokes, HIV, he served in the war, the Boer War. He's had more facial replants, hip joints. He's a bionic crackpot, him. Old Dick Cheney, tuned to the moon. He's a reptilian alien life form that we've never seen before. Either that or he's getting pumped full of more drugs. He's a cross between Florence Griffiths Joyner and Ben Johnson. He's sitting there with a big... Okay, I don't want to take it any further. But that's dirty, lousy, wrong. The whole system is fecked, I'm telling you. And so the example I'm giving you about the capitalist system with the they don't care about us, and if they've got a cure for cancer, we ain't getting it. We ain't getting it, no siree. We'll just get the managed shit. We'll get the radiation and the poison into you, and the experiment, we'll treat us like guinea pigs. But your Dick Cheney's in your head of the capitalist system, they'll get all the best. We get all the guinea pigs, they get the perfected shit. Because you know why I can say that? It's because it's written in one of the holy books I believe in, and there's many holy books, the Quran, the Torah, the Injil, the Gospel, right? They're all good books, right? But it states quite clearly. I don't want to take it down the religious route, because I know some. So I pause at that point, because then the point that I'm going to go to is one of a religious. Then I pause there because I don't want to take it down that way. Not because I just feel like proselytising at times when I'm out to make another point. I don't like crossing that boundary of what sounds like me trying to convert people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just I'm a salesperson. I'm out not trying to convert you into anything, but I'm just wanting you to. I'm putting a point across. I'm putting a point across that the capitalist system cares not a jot for us. And if they've got a cure for cancer, we ain't getting it. Okay, then what I was going to say, it says in the Quran that there's a cure for every illness and disease. Okay, for what it's worth, that's what it says there. Okay, I'm just pointing out that the fact that it says it in the Quran that there is a cure for all illnesses and diseases. There's, and then it's directed. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was asked, illnesses and that, and one of the most important things he kept saying was honey for whatever reason. Honey, you are what you eat. You should, in your stomach, should have three things in your stomach, and 3/3. 1/3 should be food, 1/3 should be water, another third should be empty. And that was the medicine that was given. You are what you eat. Be careful what you eat. And honey was for some reason, many wonderful qualities about honey. And you look at the wonderful bees. Bees are close to extinction. The honey bees are close to extinction. Humans, their inhumanity to the lovely bees. And if you build a house and it's just 1 degree out, then it's liable to fall apart. And if you have got a unique global biosphere hanging almost by a thread, and if you just disrupt it with your stupidness and destroy a part that can never be replaced, the whole unique global biosphere could collapse like a set of cards. And it's also prophesied that there would come a time there would only be 2 places in the world where there would be food, one place with food, one place with water. And the rest there would be a starvation, there would be a poison of the crop, a poison of the... There would be no proper food stuff. Then you look, how could that be possible, that the whole planet, apart from 2 places where one would have water and one would have food, how would that be possible, something as crazy as that? Well, if you hear that genetically modified food, this Frankenstein food, a seed that does not replicate, that does not reproduce. You get Frankenstein farmers of the capitalist system making food that does seeds that does not replicate. This is out with nature. This isn't cowboy. This isn't mad cow disease. This is mad cowboy disease. With their genetically modified garbage, seeds that do not, food that does not make seeds that do not replicate. You put a seed in and it doesn't replicate, you need to go and buy, to go and get it genetically modified garbage. And then when you find out that the cross-pollination of all genetically modified food means that if just one food source was to develop a poison, all food sources would be destroyed because they share the same genome, the same everything. Whereas if you get a problem with the potato, then the wheat, the grain, the potatoes, the fruits, the oranges, the banana, everything you're not going to kill them off. One particular virus hits the potatoes. It's okay. It's just the potatoes are getting it. But if all the food source is genetically modified, and they're all linked in, so if there's one virus or disease from one food source, then everyone has got it. Then there's no grain, there's no wheat, there's no pulses, there's no nothing. Because of mad cowboys. They called it mad cow disease. But hold on. Cows were created to do what? To eat grass. Not to smoke grass, but to eat the feckin' thing. Okay? They were herbivores. They are herbivores. They were created by a unique system of someone of superior being or intelligence that said these cows will eat grass. They won't eat meat. They won't smoke the grass. They'll just eat the feckin' grass. So let the cows eat the grass. Can you not just let the cows eat the grass? We don't get enough mad cows kicking about to have feckin' cows no eat grass, but we fed them other cows, other animals. We turned them from herbivores into fucking Hannibal cows. Sorry for the language. Hannibal cows were eating their own dead brothers, sisters, pigs, anything. We were feeding the dead offal. What awful shit is that? To feed an animal that has been created to eat grass. No smoke grass or no eat any other animal. And we fed it the worst of the worst. The blood. As you know, in Islam it says drain. I'm not trying to proselytise, I'm just pointing out. Drain the blood. Drain the blood. Okay, you know, there's a reason why, you know, they do the prayer and all that to start it. I'm not asking that to get a political debate. I'm just telling you why it happens. No why you convert. I'm just saying how it happens. But they take the blood out for a reason. Take the blood out for a reason. You get something allow you to do the prayer, they don't stun it, but the blood is drained for a reason. For a reason. Okay? So they give cows, and then it gets mad. Then you see the cows wobbling about, and you get mad cow disease. No, it's mad cowboy disease. And then you get companies like Monsanto putting trace antibiotics into the cows, that when the cows have other infections, trace antibiotic goes into the food chain. Antibiotics in the food chain of cows given in the USA from Monsanto to produce more milk. Why would you want more milk? We've got milk lakes all over the place. Why do you need more fucking milk? So no bad. We've got milk lakes everywhere, and plus we don't need the milk lakes because up to a certain age, humans can exist on Babylon milk, and that's no milk for the Middle East. That's Babylon for a set of Babylons from a lovely woman who's got a baby. I once heard a story from Africa, and my wife been from Africa, and I can tell you, she breastfed my nipples till they were 2. My veins are developed. They're stripped. See that boy Kieran? They're past Einstein, my veins, because they were Babylon milk fed. My wife in Africa once said that there was a story of a boy used to come home from school and go and suck on his mammy's tit. Sorry for the language, but let's get down to the brass tacks here. Sucking on his mammy's Babylon, we come back 5-6-year-old. Well, if it's good for the geese, it's good for the gander, it's good for the wane. Get it on the tit. Get the Babylon sucked. Mama. Like Jim Carrey. Mama. Ha ha. Now listen, sorry to bring it down to Babylon levels, base levels, Babylon baby. Sorry, I don't mean to bring it down to that. I'm trying to give my flannel juice and gibberish, intellectualised BS here, you know what I mean? So stay with it. You don't have to stay there. You can bolt your rockets if you want. You can melt 72 minutes. I was born in 72. So, right, so what are we talking about? Babylon's milk. Why are we developing in cows and making more milk? We've got all lovely women with Babylons feeding wains if they want to their 5, 6, 7, 10. You know, I had visions at one point with my wains sucking after mammy's Babylons. I had visions that at least one of them was going to come home from school at lunchtime and start sucking on his mammy's Babylons, or her. I had a vision that my missus was going to have to walk a line and go into school. And my old school, you used to have the wee holes where you put your trays in, and then the dinner ones, and they put it in. Thank you, son, I just put it in there. And all the wee, that's the way my school was, used to line up both, and then you put it in. I had visions of her indoors having to stand there with one Babylon in each one, with one way in each coming in, saying, here you go, get your milk here. Why is that not done in the state school? I bet it's done in some of the proper posh schools where the women's your hoity-toity Sloane strangers or whatever you call them, because they can get everything all sorted. I mean, they can afford to go in there, get a Babylon stretched about with the ways at 10-year-old. Here, Tarquin, get this Babylon in your jug. Yes, mammy. Yes. Here, Cecil Bumfluff, get in there, get your Babylons on there, you're 10. You might think this is a bit sick here, but hey, if we can reduce the milk lakes and we can reduce the mad cow disease and the trace antibiotics by Santo, then hey, I'm all for wains to get breastfed until it's I don't know, whatever. Each to their own. 2.5, 3, 4, 5. Right. Let's be honest. If Claudia Schiffer was my mot, I'd be on it till I'm 40 odd, 50. That's disgraceful. Who's you put me up to it out there? Stop putting me up to thoughts like that about Babylons. I'm just trying to do it for the common good. How do we go into this? Right, back cracking on. Back. Monsanto, drugs companies, poisoning the food, poisoning the crop, killing us all, doing us up like a kipper. So the example I give is, if there was to be a cure for cancer, we ain't going to find it out. They're never going to tell us. We're keeping it hidden. And they're killing us at the same time. They're glorified eugenists. That's all they are. They escaped Europe, fled for their lives, and they've come back 60 years later. Now they've got a totalitarian system that is there, able and willing to perfect their madness. And they've been bouncing about for thousands of years, these people in the shadow. They're not just German. They're not just from the USA or from Britain or from the illegal Zionist entity. They're from Saudi Arabia, Kazakhstan. Hopefully they're not for Kazakhstan on Wednesday coming over with evil intents. But there's people and bad people, good and bad everywhere, you know what I mean? But there's a totalitarian system now in place that a eugenics program is in full scale genocidal Holocaust mode, for want of a better phrase. When 18 million people die each year through effects and diseases and illness that can be treated in the West. Malaria, tuberculosis, starvation. We feed and give more to our animals and throw out in waste than what we give in aid to other people in other countries, and what we give and throw away to our animals and waste here would feed every single starving person probably twice over. We have got laser guided bombs where it can gun with drones. On the other side of the planet, some mad sitting behind a computer killing people like a computer game, and they call me mad. Well, at least I'm sitting here on the computer, no killing anybody. I'm just killing time, and I'm just closing my eyes here, doing a good impression of Stevie Wonder. I just called to say I'm a crackpot, and the show is finishing up very soon here. If I could just waken up. Let me see, what man. To find a good wee tune here, a good tune. So the capitalist system is fucked. And if you're out there worrying or fretting about it, if you are out there saying, oh, woe is me, oh, it's terrible, and oh, shit, I can't take any more, don't. Pull back, sit back, chill out, call a crackpot. Just chill out, that's the best way I would say. Don't do anything harsh to yourself, don't do anything. Don't do anything bad, that's like the way. If you don't want to take the highway to hell, I could put AC/DC on there, I'm looking at that, highway to hell. We don't want a highway to hell. Zombie Nation? Nah. We don't want a zombie nation, we want a happy nation. I want people to be happy, with a smile on their face, a happy, go-lucky, laissez-faire, crackpot McDougall attitude, where the Babylons are just hanging out for the Waynes to suckle on, you know what I mean? The perverts keep away, divert your gaze, don't be perverted, just chillax, chill out. Let the Babylons hang out. That's the way it's got to be. Then it's got to be beneficial herbs that get to the nub and the roots of the problem, be the Chinese herbs, be the any type of stuff that is grown naturally. Stuff from the bees and the honey. All alternative, not new age, but all stuff that, to keep it simple, stupid, kiss, keep it on a simple basis. That's what we need. Sadly, we've got a bunch of eugenics, nut jobs, psychopaths ruling society. But when I say sadly, there is hope, because the awakening of the people is happening. More and more people are waking up and seeing how this false reality has been constructed and how we can deconstruct it through social media. Yes, indeed. Great social ferment and upheaval and uprisings happened with the advent of the printing press. Okay? Revolutions were caused. The gentry, the middle class, was able to fight against king, queen, Kaiser, pope and everything. The revolution of the peasantry was helped and run and organised by the landed gentry, the capitalists, the wealthy merchants, the ones who became new wealth against the old wealth. Well, the new wealth merged with the peasantry, and they caused a revolution across the planet. And this is why they created a tsunami of credit and debt, and then cut it off its source, cut 40% off, so that they could take out the landed gentry, the middle classes. Devastation for the middle classes has happened in the last 5 years in Britain, America and other places. Absolute devastation. Their wealth crumbled for many people overnight in some cases. All investment schemes, government loopholes, tax loopholes. you know, pseudo-economists were out there saying, oh, it's cool, it's free money. Aye, okay. Well, I dived in, head down, horse up, boom, right straight in there. Got to be done. That's what they're asking people to do. You need to use your noddle, work the system. Why sit there? And they're saying free money, free money. Well, here's your free money, you bams, and you're getting bump. Oh, sorry, I lost everything. What do you mean? Gamble, red, black, black, red, black, red, black, red. Oh, don't bet on me, you get nothing for two in a bed. Red, black, 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 red. So whole casino's a gamble. Buy this, take this, buy that. Sell, sell, sell shares. They sold the shares in BT and utility companies, gas, electric. These companies that we owned, we already owned them. And they said, oh, come and own them. What? Well, we owned them till you stole them from us, you bastards, and you came back and selling them. Hello, UK. What kind of dafties are we sitting in here being treated like this? Why be treated like dafties? Well, the reason is because we're dafties. If we're sitting here getting kicked up the bakey year after year by politicians, their contempt knows no bounds because we're sitting here taking it. We're taking it up the bakey. We're taking here steak baked within an inch of our lives. People are committing suicide in places like Belfast and all over the place because people are suffering from a sick, unjust system. Everything is tied. If we live in a unique global biosphere where everything is united and tied in, if one part collapses, the whole lot collapses. If one person commits suicide, then it's bigger than one person committing suicide. It's a bigger system. People are suffering. A collective is out there. 3 people killed themselves. People have got choices whether to eat or heat, starve or freeze. What choices is that? What society is this we've got? Enough's enough. Enough's a feckin' enough. Let's start our own food banks in East End of Glasgow. Fenian Defence League. Let's get the soup, the noodles. Let's get one of the big pots with the noodles with bread. Let's get out there with the noodle soup. How much it cost to get noodle soup out there? Pensioners this year in their communities suffering because of a sick system. But it's cool, we'll just turn back to our houses and close the doors and play our games and just wish it all away. Wish that you could develop a drug, or the drugs companies would give you a drug just to take away all the pain, take away all the bad memories. Because ultimately, that's what they're driving for. And that's what people who self-medicate drive for. That's what people who take alcohol are going by whatever drug they want to self-medicate with, ganja, ecstasy, coke. They want to take away ailments, pains, bad thoughts. You know, it's just a novel thought, that, isn't it? People want to get rid of bad thoughts. And drugs companies, they give people stuff like, what do you call that one? Well, they give Ritalin to kids who get problems with their behaviour. They give, I've lost the name of you know the name I'm talking about, the one you give people, makes you go happy and all that. Prozac. So they give it, and then I read in a medical book or journal, I can't remember what it was, but they're looking to develop something that, you just think about it, it's something that you could get that's so clean and perfect, that has no side effects, that has nothing wrong with it, but you take it, any pains, any bad thoughts, instantly gone. No badness, just all goodness. One daft person, mused, will get there one day. Is that right? Well, you will get there one day if you train and analyse it through yourself, that happiness is never going to be achieved by necessary illusions, by created needs and wants of a capitalist system who makes false needs, creates false desires, makes you want something, makes you desire something, that these needs and wants are just false. You didn't need or desire that Apple or iPad or computer. You don't really need that. There's no necessity to have all these gadgets and clothes and extra stuff. We came in with nothing, we leave with nothing, so it's just all BS. It's just all BS. Strip everything down, go to Palestine, live in a place where there's no capitalist system. You only get rice, peas or chicken, and any three varieties: peas, rice, chicken, chicken, rice, peas, peas, rice, chicken, peas, whatever, various. That's all there is. You go to a shop, there's no consumer society, there's no and if you go to Gaza, they have to smuggle things through. What kind of society is that? Through stuff through there to get into it, because they actually snuggled, and they do it. I heard it on the radio. They smuggle in Kentucky Fried Chicken from Egypt. It's smuggled. They get it weeks later, days later. They put the order in. A fixer gets enough people, buckets or whatever. They get it from Egypt and then they smuggle it through for a treat. That's apartheid, illegal Zionist entity there, isn't it? But the Palestinians are a good brother who lived there, and God willing we'll get him on maybe soon. The Palestinians who live there, they've got everything in their heart. They've got time for people. They've got humanity for people. Because this society, it produces selfish people, people who have no got a care or thought for anybody else. And the highest human desire is to have a compassion for others less fortunate than yourself. And if you can get to that level, then I think it puts you in a good place. Why should the only thing that we should ever want not just be, I don't want any gadgets, goods or anything. I just want what I've got right now for everybody. Health, happiness, safety, shelter, warmth, food, comfort, peace, tranquility. There's not much to ask. But if I've got it, I don't really want it if I know that other people have not got it. I don't want to partake in a feast when I know there's people starving. I don't want to sit and watch a football game that means nothing when there's people being massacred in Damascus, if there's been people gassed in Halabja, people gassed in Syria. Instead of doing a proper investigation, we're told by Haig and Obama, oh, it's definitely Assad. Without getting a proper investigation and finding out maybe it's not that. Now they're going to start doing bombing from on high. Now the whole structure of that conflict could be changed within hours, days, minutes. Assad could be gone. We've got a whole new regime. Our lovely friends and good people that we now seem to love now, Al-Qaeda, won through in Libya with our help. Now Al-Qaeda in Syria is only days away from being helped out with major surgical strikes. There's people dying in starvation, millions of Syrians fleeing their life, and a war already fought by proxy. A proxy war helped and aided by, on one side, Iran helping out Assad and the Russians, and then on the other side, the rebels, Al-Qaeda, being funded and aided by Saudi, Qatar, and backed more ways than one that we just don't get to know, by Britain and America and the Allies. We've got Egypt just about to fall straight into internal warfare, and with everything inflamed all about it. And it ain't no World War III happening, because World War III isn't happening, and it will not happening, because World War II didn't happen. In the sense that there's just been one constant world war for over the best part of 100 odd years. Just because we have seen peace and tranquility in these shores, in other parts of the world there's been constant warfare non-stop. Engineered, organised and orchestrated by the same almost clique. Rothschild banking cabal backs both sides of wars. Doesn't care who wins whatever side, as long as you back both sides of a conflict, of a war, then you're the one that picks up the pieces, because you're winning always. And that's the capitalist system, right? What time is it? That time already. 3:05. Right. Don't do the walk of death. Don't do anything that'll take you to death, because what you want to do is you want to do the walk of life. Now, I might talk a lot of flannel juice and gibberish, but you know, if I'm talking the talk, then you better be walking the walk. Walk of life. We're doing the walk of life. This is Tommy Gold doing the walk of life, doing the walk of life. Let's do the walk of life with a crackpot, because we're doing the walk of life. Right, Martin Offer, Crackpot McDougall. Walk of lifetime, not a walk of death. Smile on your face, be happy, don't worry. Walk of life with a crackpot. Yes, come on. Oh Johnny. Woohoo! Yeah! Come on! Oof.
Walk of life, yeah, you do the walk of life. Here come Johnny, gonna tell you the story. Hand me now my walking shoes. Here come Johnny with the power and the glory. Backbeat, the talking blues. He got the action, he got the motion. And the boy can play a dedication, devotion, it's turning all the night time into the day. The song about the sweet love of a woman, they do the song about the night, then they do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk of life.
Yes, it's Crackpot. I'm doing the walk of life. I hope you're doing the walk of life with me. Oof. Right, if you had enough walking in a life, then let's just celebrate. Celebrate good times. Yeah, celebrate good times. Craigie White. Yes. Just imagine we're in a Monte Carlo nightclub. We're in Monaco. Yes. The Fenian Wigmaster General is giving it Yaldi in his flares. And I'm not shaving my chest. I've got all the hair hanging out with a big gold medallion. Yes. We're partying. Might well shave the head off. Celebrate good times. Craigie White, where are you? going on right here. Celebration all throughout the year. Call a crackpot. Good times. Come on. Have a party with a crackpot. Don't be sad. Be happy. Don't do anything bad. Laugh at me. Vibration. Come on.
Celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time, yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate.
To celebrate. Alright. I hope you've had a good night tonight. We're still doing the show. We're not finished just yet. We're not finished just yet. Because I think we've got to play another wee couple of tunes. So you're all happy? If anybody was feeling sad at the start, hopefully I've made you a wee bit happier, God willing. And take this advice from Ferris.
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
It's gonna be a dry cook on Venus.
Let's take it up, baby, now. Take it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Baby, come on and work it all out. Work it all out, love. Work it all out. Work it all out. You know you look so good. So good. You know you got me going now. Just like I knew you would. Like I knew you would. Let's take it up, baby, now.
Ah, you can't back it. Ferris Bueller giving it the oldie. Twisted shout. Yes, that film will put a smile on your dial. Bueller. Anyone? No, man. We're just the common people, you dafty. Common as muck. Cereal.
She had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College. That's where I.
Oof. St. Martin's College, anybody been there? Did you see your eye there?
She told me that her dad was loaded. I said, in that case, I'll have rum and Coca-Cola. She said, fine. And then in 30 seconds time, she said, I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever common people do. Wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. What else could I do? I said, oh, I'll see what I can do. I took her to a supermarket. I don't know why, but I had to start it somewhere. So it started there. I said, pretend you got no money. And she just laughed and said, oh, you're so funny. I said, yeah. I can't see anyone else smiling here. Are you sure? You wanna live like common people. You wanna see whatever common people see. Wanna sleep with common people. You wanna sleep with common people like me. But she didn't understand. And she just smiled and held my hand. I went to flats above the shop. I cut your hair and get a job. I smoke some packs and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school. Still you'll never get it right. It's when you're laid in bed at night, watching roaches climb the wall. If you called your dad, he could stop it. Oh yeah. You'll never live like common people. You'll never do whatever common people do. Never fail like common people. You'll never watch your life slide out of view. And then dance and drink, because there's nothing else to do. Ow.
Yeah, this is what common people do. I talk to you. Are you common too? Come on.
Sing along with the common people. Sing along and it might just get you through. Laugh along with the common people. Laugh along, you know they're laughing at you. And the stupid things that you do, because you think that, oh, it's cool.
Right, so if you know someone out there is feeling sad, depressed, upset, at the end of their terror, then let them know there's someone out there on their side. There's someone there, here, waiting for their call. 0141 416 1888. The number's available for you. England, it's 61298 1025. And if you're in a hurry, and sorry, I'm waiting for this computer to load. We're running on a 1 gigabyte netbook. It takes its own sweet time, and its own sweet time. When it's ready, it will do whatever it asked it 10 minutes ago. And here we go. Scores in the doors, George Doors, 0141 416 8. That's your Glasgow number. Glasgow begins 0141. And for the avoidance of doubt, one cell DL 0161 is in fact Manchester, 298 1025. If you're in Amsterdam, Holland, Netherlands, the Utrecht, The Hague, if you're a war criminal on trial in Den Haag, it's 20894 3243. If you are Willie Fraser on a mad march around about Dublin, if you're Dublin and bubbling, if you're Flavour Flav for Dublin and bubbling, if you're bubbling it and doubling it in Dublin, it's 01 254 8567. If you're in the eastern seaboard, the western seaboard, the northern seaboard, the crackpot seaboard, if you're in any feckin' seaboard, if you're being waterboarded to an inch of your life on a seaboard, then you can call me for help. Puppy power, I will come charging at the speed of sound and light combined in a tin-foiled armoured-plated Skoda, wired to the moon. Wired to the moon, and that is no feckin' lie. And I will come and save you. Yes, if they can get Batman and Scooby-Doo in one film. Is it Scooby-Doo and Batman? No, Batman and Esmeralda, what do they call them? Batman and Snow White. Batman and Shaggy. Shaggy and Scooby. Scooby and Knight Rider. The Hare Bear Bunch. The Banana Street Kids. The Bash Street Kids. Our Willie. Your Willie. The Nairobi Bobies Willie. What's that ficket? Superman and Batman. If they can get Superman and Batman in a film, then you will see me in a Celtic and an Irish onesie. Not a problem. With a Neil Lennon mask. Right. With a guest appearance by Dolph Lundgren. And so if you're in the north, eastern, western seaboard, if you're sitting in the middle of a tsunami, in the middle of a hurricane, typhoon, having a typhoon tea, a chai latte with an espresso, if you're totally chilled when all around you is going off, if you can sit there when all around you are losing your head, then quite possibly you've not understood the complete severity of the situation, you fucking loonball, and you should be losing your head as we speak. Because I'm a crackpot and you're sitting there listening to me talking nonsense. So you really need to go and get yourself head examined. But before you do, just calm down, sweeties, calm down. I'm hesitant to give this USA of number, US of A. Born in the US of A. And a good brother Kevin phoned me last week. He's only had 3 numbers and he's been in the USA about a decade or so, maybe longer. I can't remember. He's been there for a long time. I've not stepped in the shore of even less than half a nanosecond. The closest I have got to America was a couple of years ago when I kissed the Atlantic Ocean. See, you thought I was going to say kiss something there. But when I was close to the Atlantic Ocean, I looked across and it says, "Hi, me hearties, 4,000 miles away, Philadelphia. How you doing?" And I looked across and I says, "Here, I need to buy some numbers for over there." And I've had about a dozen numbers for over there. The land of the free and the home of the brave. Never been there, but I bet it's dead expensive. And then somebody could just hold my jacket If he's are brave, then come ahead. I'll take my jacket off. I'll sit here bare-chested, my foot shaving him. Yes, an in-joke from earlier on. We're backing the good people at Ohana Centre in Belfast. Open up a drop-in centre for people who are thinking about committing suicide. So this show is in respect and in memory and honour of those good people doing what they're doing, and I'm here to help fundraise, and I'm here to help publicise whatever needs doing. And I know this publicity is only limited in scope for the amount of people who listen to my daft rumblings, but God willing, from small acorns is big trees built. So get out there, plant seeds, not genetically modified garbage seeds, no siree, crank, half-wit hoaxworth seeds into the ground. On behalf of this crackpot, plant them in and you'll see what comes to fruition. We'll be living in a land of crackpot trees. What's that? We'll be living in a world of a common people, lying in the heart of a family man. Mama's gonna buy you a dream to drink to. Daddy's gonna buy you a crackpot. And she, what's that called? We're living in the land of the common people. I'm knackered here. What am I doing even talking to yous? I think I'm tripping out my dial here. I don't even know what I'm saying. I have been possessed by an external alien crackpot. This is a possession. Let's scroll, move over, move. Go. Go on, you just no doing it. Go on, you just play the fucking thing. Oh, we have lift off, right. Now this is what I've got. This is my prescription to all use crackpots. Always look on the bright side of life.
Cheer up,
You're saying, Brian. Cheer up, Brian.
You know what they say?
What did they say?
Some things in life are bad.
Oh, yeah.
Really make you mad.
Make you
Other
mad?
things just make you swear and curse.
Off.
When you're chewing on life's gristle,
Get
don't
the gristle out.
grumble,
Don't
give a
grumble.
whistle. This'll help things turn out for the best.
Get a gear up.
Hey,
Always look on the bright side of life.
always look on
Look
the
on the
light
bright side of
life.
life. Da-da.
If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you forgot.
What have we
And that's
forgot?
to laugh and smile and dance and sing.
Yeah,
When
hey.
you're feeling in the dumps, don't
Off.
be silly chumps.
No.
Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always
Always look on the bright side of life. Da-da. Always look on the bright side of life.
For life is quite absurd. And
Oh,
death's
absurd.
the final word.
It's not a final
Always
word.
face the curtain with a bow.
I give a bow.
Forget about your scene. Give the
Forget
audience a
about it.
grin. Enjoy
Yes.
it. It's your last chance anyhow.
Yes. Always look on the bright side of death. Da-da.
Just
Before you take your final breath. Hopefully not tonight. Not for a long time for a lot of people. A piece of
when you
shit.
look at it.
Oh, you look at
Life's
it?
a laugh and death's a joke, it's true.
Yes, it's a
You'll
joke.
see it's all a show. Keep on laughing as you go. Just
Ha-ha.
remember that the last laugh is on you.
Haha. Always look on the bright side of life. Da-da. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Da-da.
Always look on the bright side of life. First things out to see, you know.
Got nothing? You go back to nothing. Nothing.
Nothing
Yes.
will come from nothing, you know what I say? Cheer up, you old bugger.
Yes.
Give us a grin. There you are.
Yeah, I'm smiling.
See?
Give us a
The
grin.
end of the film. Incidentally, this record's available in the foyer. Someone's got to live as well, you know. Who do you think pays for all this rubbish? Money back, you know. I told him. I said to Bernie, I said, they'll never make that money back.
Right. And that goes out to anybody and everybody out there tonight. This has been an Always Look on the Bright Side of Life podcast show. I'm sitting here freezing my frupney bits off. And I think I should just pull the brake on so we don't slide away. And we'll put the engine on, there we go. Freezing our frupneys off. The frupneys are being frozen. Yes, we've not getting our Babylons out to feed the pickneys. The pickneys are not getting fed off my Babylons. But I'm sitting here with a couple of rockets here. It's that cold. My nips have all frozen here. I'm sitting here putting out like an exocet. It's freezing, so we're getting the heating on. Oh, it's freezing time. Well, let's get down, get your heating on for the morning, roll up, get the gas company some money, put your heating on, it's Baltic out there. Where has the summer gone? Summer's almost gone. Summer's gone. We're putting the heating on, we're defrosting ourselves, we're chilling ourselves out, we're telling you, always look on the bright side of life, and don't look on the sad side of death. Nope. If you do, then you're in big trouble. I'm giving you the experience. I've been there, seen it, done it, worn the t-shirt, seen family members suffering far more than I've ever suffered, and I wouldn't want to see anybody suffering in that way, because it's a bad way. So I guess that's it. Time for me to go, crackpots. It's 2:30. I've done 2 hours and I'm freezing here now, freezing. My duty is done. Somebody else pass over the baton, look after your brother, your sister, especially if you're in Belfast, the north of Ireland. There's bad stuff happening, people killing their own selves, it's terrible. Don't do it, please. Pass this shoe on to someone out there, pass this on. It might help save a life. Pass it on for somebody to smile and laugh at my daftness. Please, don't do anything stupid. Please, anyone out there, please seek help. Please. On the account of just me being a crackpot and a half, but please, I beg, I beseech, I demand to see you and hear you back another show. Come back and listen to me for one show. If you just like one small joke, do it at least for me. Come back to see, make sure I'm alright. That's all I want you to keep doing. Keep coming back to make sure. If I don't tell you I'm away and I don't come back, then get out a search party. Don't call anybody, just call each other and say, Crackpot, where is he? Crackpot, and pass it on. Crackpot alert. Beadle ain't about with a camera, it's crackpot in a onesie. Crackpot in a onesie, that's going to be the new attire. Right, I'm the amateur satirist, totally amateur. Don't get paid. I'm a non-profit free speech activist. If you've got a cause, we don't do it for applause. Wonderful phrase I heard from a lovely person. We don't do it for applause, we do it for a cause. True faith, people, true faith, keep the faith. We're finishing the show at 125. 125 a finish.
I feel so extraordinary. child that I lost, replaced by a fear. I used to think that the day would never come, that my life would depend on the morning sun.
Yes, thanks for joining us. Join me later today, 5:30, back usual slot, 5:30, tell 10 to tell 10. God bless, good night, seek the truth, reject falsehood. Falsehood is always vanishing. And before you do anything bad, don't do it. Seek help, speak to a crackpot, speak to anyone, speak to the good people on Ohana Centre. Friends, Chivako, we're friends. Sorry, it means family, it doesn't mean friends, it means family. Sorry. Ohana. Family centre, family, we're all family. We're all a family. So just stay there, stay calm, and you'll see a new day, a new dawn, and everything will be better. Forget the night, the new day will start, and see what it brings. I'll be there as well, God willing. Hail, hail, speak to you soon.